Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Parallel World Pharmacy episodes 11 and 12, I think. Anyway. These two episodes, Pharma is dealing with the people in the village, separating them, from the least sick to the moderately sick to the most sick, and then working his way up to, checking for everybody who has the Black Death. And obviously, in a hospital setting, you want to treat the ones who are the most sick first. And some of them that were sick didn't have the Black Death, thankfully. Some of them did, and he tried to help the ones that he could. But obviously, he didn't get there fast enough, and some of them did die. He had also gotten the villagers who weren't sick to help him out with this, because obviously he can't handle this by himself. After some time, he finds out that, the cargo that had shown up with the people, they were heading towards the capital. So he starts heading there, because he knows that, this is not good. And, some of the people who work with the the Inquisition or whatever the heck, they end up finding the people, or some of the people that had been traveling with them. And they are already about dead at this point. So this essentially shows that they are more than likely carrying the Black Death. And they start heading towards the capital, trying to get there in time, because I was watching this, and I was so worried that they were not going to be able to stop this, and then the whole city would get infected. And the cargo gets there. They bust through after everybody seeing that, something's going on. We gotta shut these gates. They bust through and open up the crates, and flying squirrels pop out. And they are carrying fleas that hold the Black Death. And they sound an alarm, and everybody else is wondering what the heck's going on. And thankfully, they didn't get too far in, but it still got in, and the guys who brought the stuff told them that if they hadn't done it, then some person was going to hurt their families and the people in their own town, so they didn't really have a choice. And they obviously didn't even know what the heck they were carrying at this point. And it turns out that it's the same guy that we saw in a previous episode that was being questioned by Pharma's father. And apparently he's another well-known, what will be the word? I don't think he's a pharmacist, but he's kind of like more on the extreme, and that's why he got, I guess, excommunicated and punished. And the guy shows up at Pharma's pharmacy as he gets back. And, the guy attacks, what was her name? The girl who was the maid for him, and the guy who worked for his father. And when he finally got there, he saw that they were both down, and he worked on healing them while his father held the guy back. Thankfully, he was able to stop it and save them. And then he went and took this guy out, thankfully. Thank goodness. And thanks to everybody working together, they were able to eventually stop the Black Death from spreading. It spread a little bit, but it didn't go as bad as it could have. Obviously, they're going to have to be very careful from now on when it comes to ships coming in, because they never know what they could be carrying. And thankfully, the stuff at the port, nothing came of that, thankfully. They were able to keep everybody safe, and nothing happened with that, thankfully. So I am curious as to what else is going to end up happening in future seasons for this show, because this seems like a show that could continue onward. I do know one thing. If Pharma ends up running into cancer, while he's out there. Dealing with someone who's got cancer, there is probably a very high chance he might not be able to save them. Because many cancers that we have in this world have no cure right now. Only treatments, and even then, it's not a guarantee that they will work. So that's going to be something that he's going to have to probably deal with at some point, and I want to see it, yet at the same time I don't want to see it, because even he knows that there are some things you just can't fix. Anyway, I will get to work on everything, and I will see you guys next time.